Member for Moncton Northwest.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, over the last few days we learned of a screening process that allows sexual offenders to cohabitate with others in special care homes. And we learned that this process can indeed lead to tragedy, where an individual residing in a special care home was sexually assaulted. Could the Minister of Seniors and Long-Term Care please explain the investigation process that would follow an incident like this?
The Honourable Minister of Seniors and Long-Term Care.
Mr. Speaker, as the Minister of Seniors and Long-Term Care, my #1 priority is to make sure we can do everything we can to ensure seniors and residents are safe, whether they're in their homes, in special care homes or nursing homes. Mr. Speaker, the reality is we don't require criminal background checks for potential residents of special care homes. That has not been the practice for any previous government, nor is it the case at this time in New Brunswick or any other jurisdiction that we're aware of. Mr. Speaker, the member opposite asked yesterday for information. I have my staff gathering that information, but subject to privacy legislation, we will certainly forward the information to the members opposite. But as I said, Mr. Speaker, we certainly are aware, and we're doing what we can do to ensure that we have safety in all of the homes that we have here in the province of New Brunswick.
Member for Moncton Northwest.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, but I was asking for the investigation process, so I'll make it more detailed. I want to ask, since that time, did the minister meet with the Special Care Home Association or the Nursing Home Association or the Department of Justice, including the Sheriff's Department, parole officers, and or frontline social workers to see if any of these professionals could offer insight into potential changes that could prevent an incident like this from happening again? Did she meet with any of those suggested agencies and departments?
The Honourable Minister, Seniors and Long-Term Care.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. We continually meet with all of the stakeholders that are within the realm of social development. We certainly meet with all those different groups. I have personally, as well as my staff, is continually meeting with these groups as well. I have met with the seniors advocate. I have a very open door policy with him that he can come in to social development at any time to work with us, to offer his suggestions. Mr. Speaker, we need to remember that it is our responsibility to provide care for all of those who need it, regardless of their social or economic status or background, and we're going to continue to make sure that we do everything that we're providing the best possible care in the most safe and secure environment. As I said, we are very open to listening and learning, and we will continue to offer great services here in the province of New Brunswick.
Member for Moncton Northwest.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Yes, I mean, the responsibility to provide care is obviously there, and that's what we're asking for, the responsibility to provide care. The minister has said that a jurisdictional search showed a policy in keeping with best practices, no changes. But you know what? The responsibility to provide care indicates that there should be changes in this situation, Mr. Speaker. And I want to ask the minister, since last year, since this incident became known, how many options she and her staff considered before deciding the current policy was as good as it gets. She mentioned that she met with the seniors advocate. She didn't mention parole officers, frontline social workers, Sheriff's Department, Justice, and the other departments, the Nursing Home Association and Special Care Home Association. How many people did she meet with to decide that the current policy was as good as it gets?
The Honourable Minister of Seniors and Long-Term Care.
Mr. Speaker, I take my responsibility very seriously. And I meet with people on the regular basis. I meet with stakeholders continuously, and I'm a very open person that makes sure that I'm doing the best job that I possibly can do. I cannot stand in this House today, nor can any other member, and say that there will be no crimes committed in the province of New Brunswick. The Department of Social Development takes very seriously its responsibility to provide a safe and secure environment. Every new resident moving into a special care home receives an assessment. That assessment includes information on medical and social history to provide the operator of the home information about a client's needs, behaviors, and care requirements. Mr. Speaker, we can't lose sight that yes, Sometimes things happen, and it's very unfortunate, and I feel terrible about that. But I'll tell you, we have a great group of people running our special care homes, and they do great work here in the province of New Brunswick.
Member for Riverview.